some cultures, and evil in others. Also, many Asian dragons are supposed to drink blood. In almost all the stories, dragons are symbols of power, and they are very wise. In any case, whether it is good or bad, meeting a dragon is certain to change your life.
Right? Either it changes it and you get really lucky, or it changes it and you get eaten. Right? So, okay. So with this one here, we don't give a lot of details, but there's still a lot you could ask about. So, even if it's not questions about the words or the text, or what it means, is there anything you want to ask about dragons? Is there anything here that makes you want to ask questions? It's too easy, so there's no questions. That's okay, if it's easy, that's good. It says that your English is not bad. Alright? Can you picture what these other dragons would look like? You know what European dragons look like. Right? And Asian dragons? How are Asian dragons different?
Their body looks like snake.
Yeah. You usually don't need wings to fly, they look like snakes. And actually there's a kind of dance that you have with the long pole and the string, and that's supposed to be like dragons, right? Okay. And then what about the American dragons?
There's a cartoon.
Okay. So, well, some of those Pokemon monsters might look like them, but what does it say here about the American dragons?
Like the flying snake.
They look like, yeah, flying snakes. That's actually, what are the old American cultures? Where do we have these flying snakes? What are the old cultures in America? Is this like the people from England and France and Spain?
Indian.
No, it's the Indians, the people before them, right? So, we have a couple important, historically important cultures. So between North America and South America, right? There's that section in the middle, Mexico and south of it, right? So we had the Aztecs. They were further to the south, and there's a bunch of them, Toltecs, and there's another, I forgot what they call it. But then South America, Peru, right? What culture is there? The Inca, right? Yeah, and their culture is still there, right? And in these cultures, there's this traditional style of temple that you find in different places in the world. In Egypt, it looks like this, right? But in their culture, it looks like this, right? So we have a similar idea. It's just easier to keep it from falling over, right? If you want to build it big, it kind of has to go like that. So we have this similar idea, but these are very old cultures, and for them, they have paintings and sculptures that show these strange flying snakes. Yeah, I really can't draw. Okay. They have a tradition of these flying snakes. And in other places, they have this tradition of what they call a roc. It's this huge bird that could, no, actually, sorry, the roc was in Africa. The one in America there. Okay, did you guys ever watch, you know the new Godzilla movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones with, yeah, him, yeah. That's one of the traditions from that area. Alright, so the sort of fire creature, dragon thing that lives in the volcano, right? And then in Africa, that one is where we have a roc. Now, the spelling is kind of different. They have this story about a bird that's big enough to carry an elephant. The phoenix, though, has its own special story, right? This phoenix is actually a bird, and it comes out of the fire, and yeah. But no, this was, some people think it was actually a dinosaur, and there's this tradition that it's so big it could carry an elephant. So, dragon, right? Now, if you have any further interest, we can look at the last one. Yeah. Wyverns are a special kind of dragon. Because you guys are really good, so I think my stories are too easy for you. So, I'll try to bring some more challenging stories. But we can try this one out and see how you guys do with it. Yeah, wyvern. Wyvern. Okay, Yan Yan Cat.
Dragons too. Wyverns is the flying monster that looks really like a dragon. The difference between wyverns and true dragons is that the wyvern has only 2 legs.
Each of them has a poison hook at the end of its tail,
And usually is not very smart.
Okay, there are a couple of sounds there that are troublesome, so everybody, wyvern.
Wyvern.
Yeah, okay. So, what's the difference? Read that sentence again. The difference?
Difference between wyverns.
Each again. The difference.
Difference between wyverns and true dragons is that the wyvern has only 2 legs. It often has a
Hang on.
poison
Is this the same kind of text as what we had with the statues?
No.
Right. So we can have what we call parenthetical information. It's extra information, but it still can be read out loud. So,
And 2 wings.
and 2 wings, okay.
And
It's not a quotation, though, it's parentheses. Alright. It
often has a poison hook called a stinger at the end of its tail, and it usually is not very smart.
Okay. Remember, dragons are supposed to be powerful and wise and all of that. Okay. Keep reading then. Wyverns?
Wyverns look a lot like
I give you the pronunciation, right? Pterosaurus, yeah.
Which makes people believe that many of the wyvern myths are actually stories about dinosaurs. Of course, this is hard to believe if you think that the Earth is millions of years old. However, it is important
back to that afterwards. So,